Hello guys, this is Hefty05 of Wattpad and I am here to read you some of my published stories in Wattpad. So today's story is written in English, so a little disclaimer here. English is not my first language, so please bear with me, okay? Alright, so this story receives quite reads and votes since I have written it in 2013. What are we all waiting for? Let's go cringe! So the story is I'm Yours. The synopsis is a tale of first love, first heartbreak, and true love. Let's go. I slowly opened my eyes as I felt someone gently rubbing my face. Seeing her piercing light brown eyes made my heart pound in excitement. Morning, babe. Pam pecked on my lips, smiling. Good morning, princess. I closed my eyes as she buried her face on my neck, taking in her wonderful scent. We stayed that way for quite a while, feeling the tenderness of our shared love. I want to stay this way forever, baby, but there's this thing called school. Pam took out her face from my neck, looking up at me as I frowned a little. Babe, can we skip school today? It's raining and it's cold. I just want to cuddle up with you all day. The moment is perfect for some love and time. I mumbled, pouting, hoping she will agree on me. Pam and I are together for 2 years now. We both have geometry during our freshman year. My girl is a tourism student while I am an IT student. I'm not really good at math, but I can keep up the pace. Not like her. When it comes to math, she was just looking at the board with a deep frown, trying to sink in what was the professor blabbering about. Oh, don't laugh at my girl. She's cute and fascinating when she stammers. So I started tutoring her, and the rest is history. As time passed by, we've got closer and closer. She started getting jealous when there are girls flirting with me, and vice versa. I'm getting jealous if a guy asks her out. I would love that, Chris, but please, I begged Pam. I know she can't resist me. Okay, fine. Thank you, babe. I pulled her into a hug, kissing her forehead. So, Chris, how come you never told me about your exes? She sat on the bed, looking down at me. What's up with the sudden question? I told you about them, I replied with knitted eyebrows. I'm not talking about the ones you fucked and never called back, Pam uttered with a duh tone. I don't want to pry in your past because it should be staying that way, but it's also a way for me to know you better. How did you become the person you are today? Do you really want to know, babe? I don't want you getting jealous. Yes, she answered sincerely. Tell me about your first love. And please don't tell me it was me, because you're too experienced in bed. Pam whined cutely as I smiled, getting out of the bed and heading to the kitchen. Chris, come on. Pam followed me behind, pouting. I would love to tell the story of my life to you, baby, but can you have some coffee first? Of course, I'll make you one. I'll grab the red mug. She grabbed the red mug on my hands as I walked into the living room. So, she sat down beside me, handing me a cup of coffee, a plate of toasted bread, and a bowl of popcorn. You're feeding me with the popcorn for breakfast? I asked, puzzled. No, silly, that's mine, she said with a playful grin. You're not gonna watch a movie, Pam. I'm just going to bore you telling the tale of my life, I announced, sipping my coffee. And trust me, it's not that good. Come on, babe, unless you want to go to school, she said, grumbled, grinning. Now, choose. I sighed, defeated. All right, fine, I replied, placing my coffee to the table as she clapped her hands, facing me with mouthful of popcorn. Yay! Okay. I met this girl, Kate, when I was 13 years old. We met when she saw me sitting on the street holding my stomach in pain. And handed you a burger? I laughed hysterically and answered, No, babe, just listen. No funny feedbacks, please. Fine, she said, rolling her eyes. I continued. She walked towards me, cupping my face as she helped me stood up. She then opened the passenger seat of her car and then slowly sat me in. After that, I blacked out, and before I knew it, I was in a white room laying on a hospital bed with some instruments inserted in my body. When I turned to my side, I saw the beautiful woman who carried me to her car just a while ago. She walked beside my bed with a captivating smile, then gently rubbed my hand. I turned to Pam, who is still eating her popcorn. Continue, babe. She motioned, examining me as if frowned, but continued anyway. It's getting good, she said. I was gonna ask who she was, but my parents burst the door open, having the perfect timing ever. So before I can ask her name, after my parents hugged me tight, she's gone. Oh, Pam commented, still eating her popcorn. My face was imprinted with sadness and disappointment because I haven't got the chance to thank her. After a while of listening to my parents about work and everything, the doctor knocked on the door, announcing the reason why I'm at the hospital. Okay, continue. He said it was appendicitis and exploded, like literally. He said that I was lucky because I was taken at the hospital in time, or my parents should have been visiting me in the morgue right now. And that's the time I decided that after I heal, I will find the woman who saved my life. But how can I find her if I didn't even know her name? And her address too. I just love the sarcasm. When the time I got out of the hospital and my parents dropped me home, a very familiar car was parked in the neighborhood. I'm just not sure where did I see it, but as the time the door of the house opened where the car was parked, my eyes lit up with happiness. I didn't even know what I feel right now in that moment, but I just felt that my heart started to race and my eyes locked in her direction until I reached the door of my house. The next morning, I found myself hesitantly knocking on her door with a bouquet of flowers and cake roll on my hand. However, I was knocking for ages now, but no one is still answering the door. But her car is parked in front of her house, so I'm pretty sure that she's home. I was ready to turn around and leave when suddenly the door opened, revealing the gorgeous woman who saved my life. She was wearing a white tank top with a fit short shorts that fits her legs perfectly. Her hair was up in a messy bun and her eyes were red, probably from sleep. I kept on talking and I didn't realize that Pam isn't giving me any silly feedbacks anymore. I greeted her good morning and raised the bouquet of flowers and cake roll in my hand. She started and frowned at me for a while until I spoke and told her that I am the girl she helped 2 weeks ago. Her face lit up from realization as she invited me over for breakfast and thanked me for the flowers and cakes. We started talking, and I learned that she just moved here for the internship in the hospital where she brought me when I was sick. She's 25 years old and she's from Manila. After that day, we started to hang out, and if she had a break, she's scrubbing me in to have dinner with her after my school. And before I knew it, I was falling for her hard. Pam is still quiet. I know it's a big risk because I'm just a teenager and I don't want to destroy your friendship. But when I got the courage to tell her how I feel, I was bewildered that she feels the same way too. However, starting a relationship with her is a gamble because her career will be put on the line and possibly in jail. But we love each other and we can't help it, can we? Pam smiled at me and whispered, yes. The first months of us being together went smoothly without any suspicions from my parents or her coworkers. We spent time together a lot and she's my first in everything. We were so happy back then until my parents learned about our relationship. What happened after that? Pam asked, frowning, and scooted over with full attention on me. Of course, my parents being my parents, they threatened Kate that if she will not leave me alone, they will go straight to the hospital and to the police station after. Kate is very brave. She just told my parents that they can go and file charges against her for loving their daughter, but she will never let me go even though she was in jail. Because what she felt for me is just once in a lifetime. My parents rushed to our car and ready to tell the world what a pedophile she was until I stopped them. I can't just let my parents destroy everything that she has worked hard on because of this incident. Kate looked at me in a disbelief as I'm saying goodbye to her. My parents looked at her with devilish smug as I looked at Kate with tears all over her face, with eyes full of hate towards me. I wanted to take back all the words I just said a moment ago, but I can't just watch her lose her career that haven't even started yet, and neither seeing her in jail because she captured an innocent mind of a teenager. I just can't. With the painful memories, a tear escaped from my eyes. Without noticing it, Miss Pam wiped it away, looking at me with care. The day after that incident, Kate was gone. She disappeared like a bubble. I went to the hospital and asked her colleagues, but they said that she transferred to another hospital and no one knows where. I didn't saw any trace of her from that moment until now. I finished my story with a half smile as Pam wrapped her arms around me. What will you do if you will see her now and will try to rekindle your past? She's your first love, Chris. Pam turned my body to face her and patiently waiting for my answer. I just smiled and pecked her lips with so much love. Yes, she's my first love and everything, but I was hoping that you will be my last. With that, she crushed her soft lips in mine as we share the meaning of true love. Kate is part of my past and she will always stay that way. Okay, so that's the end of the story. I hope you guys liked it and cringed with me too. Alright, so if you want to hear more of these stories, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Okay, keep safe, guys. See you soon. Bye.